Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is June the 15th, 2021. Oh my goodness. We got Raw, and we got a match got added to Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I believe there's only one match that got added, and it's going to be Shayna Baszler versus Alexa Bliss. We haven't seen Shayna on Raw, but ladies and gentlemen, it was confirmed by Nia Jax when Alexa Bliss had her Bliss's playground, and ladies and gentlemen, and then they set up a match between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss on Raw. We will get to that when we get to it. We got a debut from an NXT UK superstar, yeah, and we get Eva Marie making her return to the Raw brand. So I thought it was a pretty decent show. The go-home show of Hell in a Cell, of Raw for Hell in a Cell. I think it was a pretty decent show. I don't know what you guys think, because a lot of people like to complain about it, but I thought it was a pretty decent show. So, ladies and gentlemen, no big segments happened. I believe they start off with a match. I believe so. That's the first time they ever done. Well, technically, the segment they had was Alexa Bliss's playground. But that's that. But then they didn't have a segment in the ring. They had a match between Nikki Cross and Charlotte Flair. But this is not a beat the clock match. This is not a tag team match. It's a normal match. But, ladies and gentlemen, during the match, we got Rhea Ripley coming out to watch this match. And then the referee was counting out, but Charlotte Flair got distracted by Rhea Ripley because she wants to taunt at her. The winner of that match was Nikki Cross by countout. She gets like 4 wins in 4 weeks in a row against Charlotte Flair or Rhea Ripley. She get 2 beat the clock matches wins. She pinned Rhea Ripley in a tag team match last week. And then she gets a countout win against Charlotte Flair. Why is this lady not added to Hell in a Cell? What's surprising for this Hell in a Cell, we don't have a women's Hell in a Cell match. We got 2 men's. We got the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship. My armpit got itchy, so if you guys see me try to itch it, that's what it is. It got itchy. I hate hotness. Then we had John Morrison versus Jeff Hardy, and ladies and gentlemen, the funny thing happened last week that I didn't tell you guys is that when they were doing the slow motion and John Morrison was doing his entrance, like he's doing no, that's the Miz does that. He does the slow motion, shows his abs around, and then he let go of the Miz's wheelchair, and then he went down the ramp, and he was terrified. He was scared, Mr. Miz. And he was about to do it again, but ladies and gentlemen, John Morrison stopped. He stopped, and he grabbed the wheelchair. But it was funny. But before the match, we saw John Morrison using the drip water gun thingy bobber he has onto Jeff Hardy. But I thought it was a pretty decent match. These guys have great matches back in the day in 2008. I've seen those matches before Jeff Hardy put his career on the line against CM Punk in a steel cage match, and then he went to TNA. But they had a pretty decent match. Even they had a World Heavyweight Championship match in 2008 or 2009. It was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match was John Morrison, and during the match, Cedric Alexander came out to watch the match, but John Morrison gets the win, and then Cedric Alexander has some things to say. He wants to retire Jeff Hardy. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I think he called him a cheater or something like that with their match last week. But Jeff Hardy says, I will retire if you could beat me tonight. So he put his career on the line against Cedric Alexander. Jeff Hardy versus Cedric Alexander. It was okay. Jeff Hardy was hurt because he just had a match. But it was okay. But the winner of that match was Jeff Hardy. Then we had Eva Marie was supposed to go one-on-one with Naomi, but she got her muscle. The former, well, I don't think she won a championship in there, but ladies and gentlemen, now she's a former NXT UK superstar, and now she's part of Raw, Piper Niven. I haven't seen what she done, but she did a good job. She just squashed Naomi. She won her match, and ladies and gentlemen, I guess whenever Piper wins, Eva Marie wins. So, Eva Marie and Piper Niven as a team, I'm happy that they're going to have a tag team, but will Eva Marie have a match? Will she have a chance at the women's tag team titles against Piper? Please don't ruin this tag team right away like you did with Elias and Jackson Riker. And I'm hoping on Hell in a Cell, because there's no tag team titles on the line yet on the final card of Hell in a Cell. SmackDown, they can't do the SmackDown tag team titles because Ray has a match at Hell in a Cell. He's the tag team champion on SmackDown, but he already has a match at Hell in a Cell inside the Hell in a Cell. So, they could put the Raw tag team titles on the line or the women's tag team titles on the line. Can you put one of them on the line? Because I like tag teams. We have, speaking of tag teams, we got RK Bro versus The New Day. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match was RK Bro getting the win. And then we saw MVP in the backstage talking to Kofi Kingston and all about the Kofi Mania, trying to ruin the New Day. But Kofi's not listening. Then we have Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. How many times are we seeing this match? You have other women that's on the Raw roster, right? You have other women. Mandy, Dana Brooke never had a match yet. Who else is on Raw that had a match? I don't even remember who was on Raw yet. But you have a bunch of Raw superstars, and you're putting Asuka in a match against Rhea Ripley again. Why? But it was a pretty okay match. I wasn't a big fan of the WrestleMania match, so I won't be a fan of this match. But it was an okay match, okay? But the winner of that match was Rhea Ripley, and then Charlotte Flair came out. They brawled. Security guards came, but ladies and gentlemen, nothing could stop them until the security guards did stop them. Then we have Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss with pale skin, well, technically it's her makeup, and black eyes, and a black dress. Oh man. And she was walking weird one time, and she was walking like a zombie. A lot of creepy things happening. But, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Alexa Bliss, because Alexa Bliss did the Twist of Bliss, and then original just pulled Alexa Bliss off of Nia Jax. So that's how they made the disqualification. And then, for a moment, original was hypnotized by Alexa Bliss. How you know that is that every time she does this, original does it as well, like he's a zombie. But Nia Jax was coming, Alexa Bliss ran away, and then original came back to normal. Original came back to normal. What is Shayna Baszler going to do with that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Elias versus Jackson Riker. Is Elias going to run away again? Guess what? He does. Jackson Riker wins by countout again. Oh, man. Elias, don't break up a team if you can't dish out the problems. If you can't fight your problems. He was getting beat up, and then he was getting counted out. He could go back in the ring, because he was holding the ropes, and then the ref went to 9, and he chose not to go in the ring. He could slide in the ring, but no, he chose to run away like a little baby. Elias, stop being a coward and start fighting Jackson Riker. You can't win championships if you're going to keep on losing that way. That's another loss. Speaking of championships, where is the 24/7 championship? Where's Akira Tozawa? Isn't he the 24/7 title? I like the 24/7 title. But what happened to it? People say, where's the tag teams? But where's the 24/7 title? There's still jobbers in the WWE. There's still NXT people could still be coming to the main roster and trying to win something. But where's the 24/7 title? They made that thing so good, and then now they said, okay, Akira Tozawa, you take it, and then who cares about you? Archer will make it more funny, man. He makes it more funny. He does everything he could to hide. Then we had our main event. Well, it was supposed to be our main event. We had Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. And Bobby Lashley was watching on the ramp, on the stage. I thought it was a pretty decent match. It was long enough. But the winner of that match was Drew McIntyre by disqualification. Because Drew punched Bobby Lashley while he was at the announce table. He punched him, and then Bobby Lashley got mad and attacked Drew McIntyre, making a disqualification. And the Viking Raiders was there as well, and they attacked Bobby Lashley. So after commercial, it was announced there was going to be a 6-man tag team match. But Bobby Lashley went back into backstage to put his gear on. The match was starting, and Bobby Lashley was in backstage to get his ring gear on. And then he just runs outside, runs to the ring, attacks Drew McIntyre. The match still continues. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. Best 6-man tag team match I ever seen right now of the year. But the winner of that match was Drew McIntyre and the Viking Raiders when Drew McIntyre claymores the WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. AJ Styles wanted to tag Omos, but his body gave up on him. He tagged whoever was right near him, and that was Bobby Lashley. Bobby was confused as well. But Bobby got claymored in the face. Drew McIntyre wins. What's going to happen at Hell in a Cell? We will find out this Sunday. Ow. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for Impact Wrestling. Because, ladies and gentlemen, they had against all odds. And what's going to happen with Sami Callihan? He got fired. Moose got cheated out of the World Championship because of the Elite. What's going to happen? We will find out tomorrow. Well, technically tonight. You guys will find out. If you watch it live, I will find out tomorrow. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Tyler is out. Bye.